base in sports. Sweet.
Okay, I'll count you down, 3, 2, 1, and then you're on. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to PTI today. I'm Michael. I'm here with Carver and William, and today we're going to be talking about the most delusional fan base in sports. Carver, who do you think is the most delusional fan base in sports to start?
I don't really think it's close. I think the Dallas Cowboys fan base are extremely delusional with the media all over them, and how Dak Prescott's top 5, even top 10. They're nuts. They haven't won a thing since the 70s. I think they're pretty crazy.
I agree. William, what are your thoughts on this?
You know, the Dallas Cowboys are pretty delusional, or at least their fans are, but I gotta go with the New York Rangers as the most delusional fan base. That team has the same amount of rings as the New York Islanders, despite being an Original Six franchise, and yet their fans still think they're the greatest team in the NHL. That team is made up out of old, washed players who will never win a ring with their current core, and yet they're convinced that they're the best team in the Metro.
I think another reason the Cowboys are the most delusional fan base is they call themselves America's team. And I really do not know any Cowboys fans that aren't just like sons of other Cowboys fans that were big fans in the 70s or 80s or even 90s. But they're not America's team at this point. I think they really just aren't a good team at all. I think they're just delusional.
Yeah.
Another reason I think the New York Rangers fans are absolutely delusional is because that team cannot draft. They only rely on just old players they sign through free agency or get fleeced in trades for. And if you look at Alexis Lafreniere, #1 overall pick, total bust. That team can't draft. And yet still, they seem to think that the New York Rangers have what it takes to win a ring or even win the Metro. It's a clown take from the Rangers.
I also think the owner, Jerry Jones, is a little too old to be owning any sort of organization at all. He doesn't understand football very well and just really doesn't make the best signings. He's stuck with Dak Prescott for too long. We keep saying, oh, this is Dak's make-or-break year. You see that on SportsCenter, on ESPN, all over it. And when is it actually going to be? I don't know.
You think the Rangers are actually going to make the playoffs this year?
You know, I think the Rangers, they have what it takes to make the playoffs, but they're not going to go anywhere with it. I think when they lost in 7 games to the Devils last year in the first round, I think that's about where their ceiling is right now. The Rangers need to tear it down and rebuild. I mean, I don't even know how they're going to rebuild because they do not know how to draft. There's got to be some firings in that organization. But frankly, the Rangers in their current state are just not good enough to do anything with their current core. And if their fans are still out there saying that they're better than the Devils or the Hurricanes, then honestly, I think they're just delusional.
Do you have a final take on if the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs?
Yeah, last take here. The Cowboys will not make the playoffs, even in a pretty terrible NFC. They just don't have the consistent offensive weapons to truly make it.
All right, that's all the time we have today. This was PTI. I'm Michael, that's Carver, and this is William. Thanks for watching.